A lot of people are really starting to question the legitimacy of how powerful are the Duprees? Like, are they really as powerful and as, I don't know, are they as untouchable as they make themselves out to be? Based off of everything we've seen thus far in the show, I highly doubt that. I mean, yeah, there are some good moments basically when it comes down to um, Vernon being able to sway the police and things like that, but I just feel like you got to look at it from this perspective. I don't think their power or position in the community should be questioned. Like, look at how long they've gone apparently without incident. I just feel like when it came to situations, Bill was the fixer. It's just that what's been happening lately hasn't been showcasing their untouchable, not plot armor, but their untouchable status. Such as it's really been incompetence more than anything because it's not a good look for Bill saying that he took care of the Leslie situation and yet she popped back up. And from there, you have the Kenneth situation where Vernon claims that he has someone keeping tabs on him after he was taken overseas. And yet he popped back up. Then you look at Joey, where he had Randy who was supposed to knock him off. But what did he say? His gun jammed or whatever? And then that led to the detective being involved, taking Kenneth out once and for all. So now you have the Leslie situation where yet again, she's going to be a problem, but similar to Haley and Bill, who eventually left after, the affair and the divorce, they've come back. But you would think that considering that Fairmount Crest was a Dupree establishment, couldn't they dictate who and who can't move behind the gates? Like, shouldn't they have been able to be like, oh, hey, Vanessa? No. Bill and Haley? Nah, they ain't living here. They ain't living here. Or Leslie. Now, if memory serves, Vanessa didn't tell about Haley and Bill until after the keys were handed over due to what's that term, client seller, basically an NDA, confidentiality. Yeah. And when it comes to Leslie, I wonder if the same thing's going to happen where after meeting up at the end of episode 117, I wonder if Vanessa's going to be like, oh no. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where some other people are looking at other little things. Like, you think, okay, so why didn't they revoke Ted's access to the country club? Why is Leslie able to just walk into the club? There are a lot of factors, I guess for the sake of plot, that kind of counteract the whole, well, if the Duprees are so powerful, how come they didn't just this or that? You make valid points, but if they were untouchable as they've been built up to be, there really couldn't be a story because they really couldn't face opposition unless it came from within their family. And, well, that's kind of what's been happening, like Ted introducing Leslie into the picture by the affair. Bill having an affair, but at the same time, he has access to the Duprees, knowing secrets and everything like that. So there's uneasy alliances, but at the same time, yeah, I do question how powerful they really are. I mean, yes, we know Vernon with his political past, and then Anita with her, fame from back in the day when she was a solo artist. So, yeah, I get it. It's a legitimate gripe, but at the same time, you got to kind of let go of that suspicion. What's it called? The suspicion of disbelief in order to make a story. Like, hey, if you're a comic book fan, like The Flash, like Grant Gustin, who played CW Flash for 9 seasons, he's like, yeah, the stories got kind of, tired. And, if Barry was as competent or as fast as he's supposed to be, then honestly, there wouldn't be 42-minute episodes. Things would get resolved within like 2 minutes or less. So we have to make the characters do things that don't make sense or don't necessarily line up with continuity in order to tell the story. So, yeah, I get people's complaints, but let me know yours thoughts on this in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.